Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting edition of Gateway Diary, where we take a closer look at the transformation, innovation and visionary leadership driving progress in Ogun State, the gateway to Nigeria's greatness. I am Victoria Oniaye. Here is what we've lined up for you today. Ogun is set to house a Disney-like park very soon as Mac Group expresses interest in investing between $1.8 and $2.5 billion in the state's hospitality and entertainment sector. We'll also bring you updates on the Akute-Lambe-Agbado road, a project that is strengthening connectivity between Ogun and Lagos states. Plus, a fresh look at how Governor Akute-Lambe-Agbado is guaranteeing peace and securing lives and properties across Ogun State. All that and more is coming your way, so stay with us. Let's begin with our first story. Governor Akute-Lambe-Agbado is achieving what many before him could not, unlocking Ogun State's vast potential in tourism, hospitality, and entertainment. Today, the state is not only hosting festivals and sporting events, but also building a thriving economy in that sector. Investors are already taking notice and are eager to partner with the state to create a sector that will be a major contributor to Ogun State's economy. Recently, Mac Group, a multinational with diverse investments, paid a courtesy visit to Governor Akute-Lambe-Agbado in Abeokuta. The delegation was led by the company's strategic advisor, Fayad. During the visit, the group announced its interest in investing between $1.8 and $2.5 billion in Ogun's hospitality and entertainment industry, an investment projected to create between 8,000 and 16,000 jobs across the state.
Ogun State, the gateway to Nigeria and the industrial powerhouse of the country, has in the last 6 years carved a niche for itself. It stands tall above many other states in attracting both local and foreign investors. As it stands, no other state has drawn in as many industries as Ogun State, and the inflow of investors is still on the rise. Some say Ogun State's advantage lies in its closeness to Lagos, Nigeria's commercial hub, while others point to the state's vast landmass as a huge advantage. Some will argue that it's the abundance of natural resources that serves as raw materials for industries. Still, others believe it is the cheap labor or Ogun State's strategic position. All these are true, no doubt, but the real open secret is none other than the strategic leadership and zeal of Governor Akute-Lambe-Agbado, a visionary leader with a private sector background. He knows exactly what attracts investors, and more importantly, he knows how to harness Ogun State's strengths and turn them into magnets that pull businesses in. Take, for example, Ogun State's proximity to Lagos. Governor Abiodun didn't just rest on that natural advantage. Through his aggressive road infrastructure drive, he prioritized border roads linking both states. A prime example is the ongoing reconstruction of the 70-kilometer Abeokuta-Ifo-Ota road. Though originally a federal road, the governor took it upon his administration because of its importance as a major connector. Beyond roads, the governor is unlocking new economic zones to maximize the state's vast landmass. One shining example is the Ijebu Economic Zone, which now boasts an aerotropolis, a robust road network, and a soon-to-be developed deep-sea port. And that's not all. Governor Agbado has made it his mission to eliminate every bottleneck investors face, from paperwork to site selection and even access to raw materials. The door to doing business in Ogun is wide open and the red tape is being rolled away. With this kind of hands-on front-foot leadership, more investors are coming in. They are coming into Ogun State with confidence to break even. They know that Ogun State is not a rocky soil where their money will wither, but a fertile ground where investments will flourish. Just recently, another delegation walked into Governor Abiodun's office at Akute-Lambe-Agbado. Leading the team was Mr. Fayad, a strategic advisor to the MAC Group. Their mission is to explore investing in Ogun State's entertainment and hospitality sector.
Before my group, I'm someone who is inspired by social media for a long time, and I see all the achievement and all the developments, and I truly believe that you have attract significant investors within the region and out, and which under your leadership and guidance, they shall strive and attain success within Ogun State, and we look forward for another months of achievements under your leadership, sir.
Clearly impressed by the governor's track record, they announced plans to invest between $1.8 billion and $2.5 billion in 2 phases, thereby creating between 8,000 and 16,000 jobs.
We will have full collaboration with international entertainment groups and organizations. One of them is Disneyland. We'll have multiple IPs also in the future. We are seeking a partnership with Ogun State on this initiative and support from your esteemed government in terms of land, in terms of single desk for all the permits and approvals.
Governor Abiodun wasted no time reassuring them that Ogun State was indeed the best place for their investment. He cited the state's strategic location, its thriving sports, tourism, and entertainment industries, as well as its supporting infrastructure and steady economic growth.
We are the fastest growing economy in this country. Our economy between 2019 and 2025 has quadrupled. Without having to onboarding people any more than they were boarded, but by just being efficient and by bringing more people here. When I came into office, the economy of this state was about 3.5 trillion naira. Today, our economy is inching 16 trillion naira. That tells you that something is happening here.
He pledged his administration's full commitment to ensuring the MAC Group's vision becomes reality.
We are very investor-friendly. Whatever it is that we need to do to support this laudable investment, you can take it for granted. Whatever incentive that is required, we will support it. We'll throw our weight, behind it. We will help you navigate, any bureaucracy, either at the state level or the federal level. You talked about one-stop shop. We already have that. It's called the State Business Development Council. We have the State Investment and Facilitation Agency as well.
Once again, Governor Dapo Abiodun proves that potential, when combined with strategic and visionary leadership, can deliver what many only dream of: Ogun State is fast becoming the shining example of how to grow a thriving economy out of humble beginnings.
Now let's take a quick look at road infrastructure development in Ogun State. As part of his sustained efforts to reduce the state's infrastructural deficit, Governor Akute-Lambe-Agbado has made the connectivity between Ogun and Lagos states a top priority, recognizing the pull factor of being Lagos State's only immediate neighbor. So far, he has constructed and commissioned several border roads linking both states, and more are still on the way. One of the key ongoing projects is the Akute-Lambe-Agbado road in the Ifo-2 area of Ogun State. Contractors are currently working intensively on the first phase of the project. Our team visited the site and brings you this report.
Good roads, to some, are nothing more than sand, stones and asphalt, with a touch of drainage and streetlights in areas where they are needed. But in truth, roads are more than that. They are bridges of reconciliation, engines of prosperity, catalysts for business, and pathways to economic growth. There is a general belief that you can measure the strength of an economy by the smoothness of its roads. And Prince Akute-Lambe-Agbado, the governor of Ogun State, understands this reality. He knows that in the Gateway State, roads are not just infrastructure, they are daily necessities for the people. Being Nigeria's only neighbor to Lagos, the country's commercial capital, good roads in Ogun State mean more than convenience for the people. They translate to jobs in Lagos, prosperity in Ogun State, and peace for all who pass through these corridors. He also knows that good roads can make Ogun State the food basket of the nation. He believes they can stitch the Southwest together, open doors for investors, boost tourism and culture, and position the state as a rising economic giant in Africa.
That which is to provide a focused and qualitative governance, whilst creating an enabling environment for public-private sector partnership, which we believe is fundamental to the economic growth of the state and the individual prosperity of our people. And that is our vision. We said that vision very lofty, vision very intentional. However, we must have a pathway to implement that vision. And we call that pathway our ISHEA pillars. ISHEA is an acronym, I-S-E-Y-A. I for infrastructure, S for social well-being and welfare, E for education, Y for youth empowerment and job creation, and A for agriculture. So with these pillars, we are able to precisely implement our vision and also measure our performance. I'd like to say that in the last 6 years, we've done very well in implementing our vision through our pillars.
Governor Akute-Lambe-Agbado is not sitting on the bench with this knowledge. He is running with it, and since the start of his administration, Ogun State has witnessed a road revolution across all 20 local government areas. Roads that were abandoned for decades now wear a new look, glowing in the signature bright yellow of the current government in the state. The results speak louder than words. Today, Ogun State boasts over 1,200 kilometers of road networks across its 20 local government areas, more than any administration before him. Yet the governor is not resting on these laurels. He knows there are still more roads to construct and more communities waiting for the touch of progress from the state government. The state remains in many ways one vast construction site with both federal and state roads under active reconstruction.
We have some in the east. Coming up also, we are going to have more in Odogbo local government and Ijebu East. Then moving to the central, I've already talked about the major one, which is the Akute-Agbado Road. Then moving to the to the west, we have new project in Yewa North and also in Yewa South. So the phase 2 of the Okenrija is ongoing. And also His Excellency just approved from Okenrija to the new police college to be done.
Take, for instance, the Akute-Lambe-Agbado Road in Ifotu area of Ogun Central. This is a very important corridor for communities whose residents work in Lagos. For years, broken promises and abandoned projects left the people in despair. But today, under Governor Agbado, the story is changing. Construction is well underway, split into phases to ensure quality delivery, with phase 1 moving at a promising pace.
And concurrently, we have the Akute-Lambe and Agbado ongoing, which is the phase 1 of the road. That, from the Akute end of the bridge, it will go past the train station and go past the bridge in Agbado. So most of the commuter will be able to travel freely. You'll be able to connect with the Hercules and connect with the Olusegun Oshoba Twin Street Road.
The biggest winners are the people, families who can now commute with ease, traders who can move their goods, and students who can now get to school without stress. Their voices of gratitude are louder than any statistic because they are the ones whose tears have turned to smiles and whose despair has been replaced with hope.
I feel exceedingly happy. I never thought this would come to reality because for so many years, I've been in Lambe for close to 20 years. We've been struggling with bad roads. But I woke up one day, I saw signs of caterpillars, equipment. I say, can this happen in Lambe? I now went back, I searched the previous governments. I said, no. And this present government, this is the last tenure. How come this is, coming to light? I say, kudos to him.
It's been a long time we've been expecting, just like our long expectation come to pass. Again, it's been a while we've been expecting this road to be constructed because a lot of people have been, facing a lot of things, a lot of challenges. Many accidents has been occurring due to the bad road. Again, so we've been expecting that a day like this will come.
To many, it feels nothing short of magical. For the first time in decades, Ogun State is seeing massive road construction without other sectors being abandoned. Balancing both is no small feat. Governor Abiodun is proving that with vision, determination and steady hands, Ogun State roads are getting fixed to pave a brighter future for the people.
Before we wrap up, let's talk about another top priority of the state government. To describe Ogun State as peaceful and attractive to those seeking serenity and quiet would not be an exaggeration. Under Governor Abiodun's leadership, lives and property in the state are safer than ever before. This reality is not because criminals suddenly decided to take a break from Ogun State, but because of the governor's sustained investment in security. His administration has ensured that no one in the state has to sleep in fear. In our next report, we'll show you exactly how Governor Abiodun is achieving this.
Chaos, fear, and shattered dreams. These are not just images on a screen. They are the harsh reality of communities torn apart by insecurity. When these incidents happen, they break families, ruin ambitions, and leave deep scars that take years to heal. When insecurity takes root, life simply grinds to a halt. People abandon their dreams for safety, businesses pack up, and investors pull out rather than wait for a miracle. In most cases, growth, development, and even hope is put on hold. But Ogun State has a leader who understands that no dream can thrive where fear reigns. Governor Dapo-Abiodun knows that development is meaningless if people cannot sleep with both eyes closed. He understands that a state's economy cannot flourish if its people are constantly looking over their shoulders. So, instead of sitting on this knowledge, he acted. He took the bull by the horns and began to chart a new course for security in Ogun State. His first major step was to give legal backing to the State Security Trust Fund, which is a partnership between the government and the private sector. With this, Ogun State's security agencies were equipped with patrol vehicles, modern communication gadgets, and even surveillance drones. For the first time in a long while, security operatives in the state could work with real-time information, collaborating seamlessly to protect lives and property.
When I became governor, the CP, the Commissioner of Police, could not talk to a DPO in Remo. We are sure that the CP could talk to any DPO anywhere in Ogun State and actually know where they are. Not just talk to them, but know where they are. So if the DPO is somewhere in Abeokuta, it should be somewhere in Ijebu, he will say, "We are not there."
But Governor Abiodun didn't stop there. He knew that charity begins at home and security must also begin in neighborhoods and rural areas. That's why he strengthened local security with the creation of the Ogun State Security Network, popularly known as Amotekun. Amotekun is not just another outfit. It's a homegrown solution designed to meet the peculiar security needs of the people. From forests to farmlands, from villages to towns across the 20 local government areas, Amotekun officers are present, visible, and vigilant. They gather intelligence, patrol tirelessly, and work hand in hand with conventional forces to ensure that crime has no hiding place in Ogun State.
Like Riley mentioned, Amotekun is the closest, to the people. When there are issues, and that's why we encourage people to say, when you see something, say something. It is easier for the community, for the people in the villages and nook and crannies of the state to call Amotekun. Our hotlines are there, 247, they call, and once we receive those information, we respond swiftly.
Governor Abiodun has also shown that true security is not just about firepower. It's about foresight, innovation, and investment. And no matter how tight the state's budget gets, he has made one thing clear, that the safety of the people of Ogun State is not negotiable.
In the area of funding, it doesn't play with the funding of the security agencies here. I make bold to say that, don't forget, I was a commissioner of police here, I was deputy commissioner of police here, right? I retired here as a commissioner of police. But for the monthly subventions that the state government is giving, he has even boosted the recess time far, far more than what the federal government is providing. Can boldly say that now.
Experts and stakeholders in the sector are taking note. They see a governor who is not paying lip service to security, but putting his money where his mouth is.
That even the state government, despite the fact that we have the federal police present, the government knows that they owe it a duty to be able to support the federal government in assisting in building a very viable security architecture. And we've also seen that whatever initiative, either nationally or even regionally, that has to do with security, Ogun State is always taking the forefront.
The peace in Ogun State is awesome, perfect.
I saw Amotekun. I have related with the hunters here. I'm relating with vigilante. I've related with civil defense here. So it's a holistic, ball altogether, collaboration, and I see synergies.
Today, Ogun State is writing a different story. Where there was once chaos, there is peace. Where development was stalled, progress is now the order of the day. Instead of being abandoned, communities are now active, and instead of looking back in regret, the people of Ogun State can now look forward with hope. Governor Dapo Abiodun has proven that when there is a will, there is a way. With foresight and action, he's making Ogun State not just a gateway state, but a safe haven where dreams can thrive, businesses can grow, and the people can live without fear.
And that's it for this edition of Gateway Diary. Thank you for watching and for joining us on this inspiring journey of progress, innovation, and transformation in Ogun State. Until next time, I am Victoria Oniaye, reminding you to keep believing in the Gateway dream.